well as Cassius McNeely. Alley-oop pass. And Vernon Carey Jr., and he's going to be warned about interfering with the ball when it comes through the hoop. Do it again, he'll get a technical.
Yeah, one pass takes the whole 4 players for Canada out of that press. They go 2-on-1 at the back, and the result is the high-flying dunk from Vernon Carey Jr. There's the injury to Patterson.
Is it his ankle? They're rubbing his foot.
I thought you were right, Jeff, the first time with a calf.
Say defending Crick as he gets in there, and foul called on Harmon. So Canada trying to get some additional help over there on that bench to deal with Patterson. It's not a game he wants to miss. Now McNeely, another of those great shooters for Canada. Moncrief. Oh, Moncrief lays it up and in, and he is also fouled on the play. Goodness me.
Lost control at one point, didn't he? Gathered himself. And he gets a little nice pass to him. Just there, trip, and then a little 1-2 step in.
It was on Carey, I think they called the foul. No, it was Weems. In fact, so Canada back in front, but free throw goes awry. A 4 of 8 at the free throw line, Canada. USA are 4 of 8 as well, so both teams.
There's that zone again, and they found a lot of joy at the back of that zone.
3-point it's in from Harmon. Didn't miss many yesterday. Excuse me, they didn't make many yesterday. There's Green, 2 shots. Watch Jalen Green. So
yeah. An interesting substitution. Stewart's back in. They go zone. They're going to upgrade their height inside, their beef inside. That means they're going to look for the high-low options.
McNeely was called for that foul. You can see in Green, who hardly missed anything last night. This is a free throw. Boy, what a great crowd tonight here in Santa Fe, Argentina. Winter here. It's cold in the arena, but the action is hot. Rayton Mays. And again, Moncrief couldn't quite. This time he fumbles it out of bounds.
Stewart took a little knock to the leg there as Moncrief went flying through.
Green for 3, nope. Maybe the coach sat him too long after he made those 2 threes.
Yeah, that can always happen, can't it?
Rayton Mays back to McNeely, who gets in, gets the shot blocked. But Canada flying in there for the rebound, but nevertheless a foul was called. So on McNeely's attempt.
Good move from Cassius McNeely. I'm not sure that there was much contact.
No, me neither.
When the shot went up, there was contact after the shot. A few journalists around with that quizzical look too, Jeff. It's, Canada will take them anyway. What was the score? They had 25 at the break, was it?
No, they had 20. 1 second. 28.
28.
28, 21.
So they've scored 8 points.
They've been outscored 14 to 8 now.
Yeah. So this is a big problem. They got to keep that scoreboard ticking.
That is Sebastian Ginobili, Manu Ginobili's brother. Of course, if you don't know who Manu Ginobili is, or I'm pretty sure you do. His brother's former player, now coach. You got to remember, I mean, we're in a basketball country, Argentina, one of the leading countries in international basketball. Ooh. And Suggs' pass goes up into row H. What happened there?
Jalen Green needed to be twice Jalen Green to get it. That was miles above. That's a poor error there from the United States.
Moncrief hands it off to Crick and throws it over to Barnes by accident, trying to get to Patterson. Grant, thankfully, is back in the game. And Crick hustles down. And Suggs gets up and goes to the line.
There's a second foul on Ben Crick. Look at him chasing back here. Nice move from Suggs. Just managed to get the ball. I think he came off his left hand eventually, but got it moving, make sure nobody was going to block the shot, gave it a chance of going in.
You know, real quickly back to Ginobili, Sebastian Ginobili. He did actually play at the 1993 World Championship for men 22 and under, when that used to be a tournament. So he has one of the Argentina colors himself, like his brother, who was the MVP at the 2004 Olympics. So Suggs ties it up. Barthélemy had great minutes in that first quarter. Now Moncrief. Moncrief goes in, and boy, some blue shirts. They defend, but they can't get the ball.
I'll tell you, all credit to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He just took three players on there, and he wasn't going to be stopped. Could have been contact, could have been a foul quite easily, but you know, it is a yeoman's work.
Bediako was the outlet pass there, and boy, Patterson almost made a difficult shot. Now Green and USA try to reclaim the lead. Barnes, Green, Barnes there with the offensive rebound, and Patterson brings it back for Canada, and he goes to the line. Boy, his approach, he is so fearless. Watch this on the break. And USA thought Suggs had position. He was just outside the keyway, wasn't he?
I'm going to say it's a good call because Patterson made sure that he jumped to the side of Suggs. Therefore, the contact was on the side, not full in the center of the body.
Right, so he did his best to avoid the contact.
Yeah. So that's why I think the referee, and it's a close call, you know, it could have gone either way. The ball didn't go in the basket, so there should be 1-2 shots here.
Moncrief went to his mouth there.
Well, I think he took a shot to the face, didn't he? From,
it's like, why was he thinking? Yeah. So 2 free throws, and he missed both. Look at the hustle from Hemmings, getting up there, and they tied him up. And it's going to be USA ball. Hemmings raising eyebrows with his performance, and Patterson, I think he must have lost his rhythm just a tad maybe while he was out of the game. Green goes in, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Bediako's like, you're going to earn this one, boy. You're not going to take this one at me.
And Jeff, that's why it's so hard to press a team like a State. If you let them get the ball in an easy pass, they got 2-on-1 down the far end.
Yeah.
And Jalen Green attacks Bediako.
He just missed a couple of free throws. He makes this one, so the USA back in front. Nice job by Green, putting the USA back on top by 2. Patterson. Now Barnes gets it to Stewart. And Bediako is doing his best to keep him out. He was going to get that position, wasn't he?
Well, look at Stewart. He gets deep in the lane. Bediako's on his back, and the referees are saying there's a little tug back before he caught the ball, I think.
Bediako's out. And back in for Canada is Ambrose Hilton. Three-point lead now for the USA.
Yeah, it's the first. Ambrose Hilton's the first time on the floor, Jeff. Minot came in at the start of the game,
but he picked up those fouls,
yeah.
Didn't he?
So it's a big couple of minutes for Ambrose Hilton.
4-point lead, and the USA would like nothing more than to turn up the defense, get some transition points. Canada will be aware of that. They're going to attack. Here comes Barthélemy. Pulls up in the lane, just a little long. Roach, outlet pass up to Green, who is denied by Hemmings.
Green's just
fouled.
Green's flying at the hoop. He's relying on the fact that the defenders are going to jump in the air, which they did. And Hemmings just caught a lot of arm along with the ball, I think. See, if I'm coach of the USA, I wouldn't take Jalen Green out of the game, right? But not for the fact he's any better than anybody else, but he's right now he's got that intensity you're looking for. But I know it's not going to happen.
He's got too many other guys to get in the game.
Exactly.
He wants to share the minutes.
And I wouldn't take
Keep
Barnes out.
Man, you wouldn't want to take many of these guys out. I'd say the same for Canada, though. I mean, they've been terrific. Not shooting the ball quite as well as they were in the first quarter. So Barthélemy out of the game now. And Sakota back in. Takes the inbounds. Green guarding him. And a little collision there with Moncrief and Barnes. And boy, just an incredible shot by Patterson for a man that had to limp off the court. I don't know what they did, but whatever they did a good job. Because that was out of the top drawer, that move. Back to a three-point game. Barnes at the line.
He's going to back off that shot. It's a 15-footer for Barnes. He'll take that all day long. There's a little bit of pressure.
Oh, it goes behind his back to get around the defense. Now Sakota wide open. Good. Booyah.
And then all made by Addison Patterson's little shake at the halfway line, and then the kick out for the three.
Well, that was huge. That behind the back dribble was a highlight.
Zone for Canada here again. They got to stop this ball going inside.
Green for three. He is clutch. And you can see he loves the challenge. Now Patterson gets in, crashing the boards. Canada, but here comes Barnes. And Barnes gets in. USA crashing the boards as well. Mobley. And Mobley gets 2 free throws. Terrific stuff from both teams.
Yeah, once you've got that many USA players on that offensive rebound, it's going to be tough to come up without giving up points or a foul. Yeah, 3 players offensive rebounding.
We were impressed by Mobley last night. But look at this. Moncrief has 3 fouls. So that is an unfortunate development, and I don't know that Canada are aware of that.
There's no movement on the bench, is there?
Quick, somebody watching this game text the coach. I don't have his number. Could be he knows it. He wants to keep him in.
Now I'm looking at bench too.
Already have Hemmings with 3 fouls as well.
I'm looking at the bench. There's nobody over there writing things down.
Well, Moncrief gets it. He's going to go hard to the basket. He's going to follow up the miss. He's going to get blocked. He's going to get it back. Look at the scrap.
What a block.
Now quickly to Mobley. He gets it back to Barnes. Oh, he was going for the throwdown, but he was blocked and fouled.
Ambrose Hilton's got the foul. Yeah, it's a good foul to take because that was a highlight coming there. Look at that block one end.
Great pass from Mobley. He's like, you're not putting me on a poster. But Barnes, nevertheless, gets to the free throw line. And USA now leading by 7. Already 8. With that free throw. And it's just, the pressure is perhaps come at the right time for the USA. The fouls accumulating for Canada. And so Moncrief still in the game. And now Moncrief, did he fumble that out of bounds, or was it knocked out of bounds?
No, it was a bounce pass. Sometimes bounce passes aren't the greatest to catch for the big guys. Dropped right out of his hands, out of bounds.
So timeout here called with 28.2 seconds to go in the first half. And USA up 51-42. It's just been a case of Canada just not be able to make some shots here, and USA just hustling down the other end and attacking the basket.
You know, Jeff, and one thing, they just turned it up a notch. And right now, Canada haven't really got up from the ground, haven't reeled. They're still reeling on that extra notch. They can get some points on the board before. It'll be tough in 28 seconds. They may get another shot. They go on half time with some impetus. Start the second half is going to be so key for them. They got foul trouble up on the board there. You mentioned that Moncrief's 3. That's key.
Look at that, 16 points from turnovers now, the USA.
What's the turnover number for Canada? It's one of those things that you have to.
16 points off 12 Canada turnovers. Yeah. I mean, I guess the USA 12 turnovers in the first half at this stage isn't bad, but again, you just simply can't turn it over because they will turn it into points. I think Croatia had a far worse number last night.
Yeah, they were 32, I think, wasn't it? 30 or something. Yeah. So as long as you can keep it, I mean, their key for the second half again is going to keep it under 20.
So 28.2 seconds remaining. Will the USA take it down as far as they can? Roach. Well, they don't have Green out there. Barnes has been pretty aggressive going to the basket. Now he gets it back to Harmon. Roach looks inside. It's almost 3 seconds on Stewart, but they haven't called it. Barnes puts up a 3. Late in the shot clock, Rayton Mays and Canada are going to go to halftime wondering how in the world are we trailing by 12 points after that terrific effort.
Well, and again, the wisdom of staying in the zone when you know they're going to hold for a last shot. And if that against the zone, you can pick and choose which shot you want as well. So, but, you know, hindsight's the greatest thing in life.
It's 2020. 54-42, USA on top of Canada at halftime.
And look at the numbers there. USA 4 of 14 from the three-point line. Maybe that's why they went to the zone, but a big shot from Barnes has made that 12-point, a double-digit lead right now at break.
And it was interesting, Canada, you see they're 6 of 11 from 3, but they hit 5 three-pointers in the first quarter, so that, you know, that element of their game kind of evaporated.
And the numbers inside the arc, 9 of 23. Now they're down below 40%, which I think the first quarter they were 50%. And it was the USA were down in the 40s. So it has reversed a bit. Offensive rebounds for the USA, 13 and 12 defensive turnovers there. We knew 12 for Canada, 6 for the USA. As usual, you think they're looking after them. Addison Patterson's 15. The real bright light for me. I think he's been inspirational.
Yeah,
he's really gone after the U.S.
He's been a great leader. I mean, you were really talking him up yesterday, and I felt like he just wasn't at the level that I expected him to be. He did pick his moments, but today, from the very beginning, I mean, this guy has been like
he's got such ability.
Yeah,
the ability. You know, the next level up for him is this knockdown jump shot, and that's to where he has to go and work hard and become such an outstanding shooter, because once he gets that, the sky's the limit for Addison Patterson.
Hey, listen, full marks for Canada. I mean, if you're Canadian, you're proud of that effort. And the USA, you know what? Full marks to them as well, because it's really the first time they've been tested. And they haven't backed down either. We still got 20 exciting minutes coming your way. So be sure to join us for the second half. 54-42, the USA on top of Canada at halftime, and kind of a harsh scoreline in a way for Canada because they were so good for so long. And it just goes to show how quickly the USA can put points on the board to go to halftime with a double-digit lead.
Yeah, and that's your problem, isn't it? That they can score so quickly that in the blink of an eye, you might be 1 down, all of a sudden you're 9, 10 down. And the response now from Canada has to be quick to start this second half, because you know full well the USA are to keep pouring the points on. So where does it come from? Well, if you look at Addison Patterson, 15, that's got to be a key for me in terms of offensive production. Can he get to 30 in this game? If Addison Patterson gets to 30 by the end of this game, Canada's going to be in the game. If you're the US, you're going to try and take that away from him straight away. You're going to put the best defender on him.
Mick, I'm going to put you on the spot here. We expected full court pressure from the very beginning. Yeah, and we haven't seen it, have we?
No,
but are we going? But USA, they're going to save this for now. They're going to bring it out in the third quarter.
No, you know where they might bring it out is if they get to a 20-point lead, because trying to turn it into 30 quickly. But I think they missed a beat. In fact, they didn't come out, and they didn't make themselves. They didn't come out with the right intent. You know, you come out with a full court D, and maybe you're taking a gamble because maybe the team might get some layups off it. But this team is so effective in that press yesterday because they make you play a tempo you don't want to play at. Any chance of slowing the game down doesn't exist. So I think that Coach Showalter maybe missed a little opportunity there to get into this game and let Canada get some confidence and breathing space.
What did you make of the injury that that Canada had to cope with their star player out of the game, Patterson, and they did okay when he was out, and then when he came, and then he even came back. I didn't even think we were going to see him again.
No, and all credit to that staff over there. They're going to go on my back later on tonight. I'll be most places. My back's that way. But you know what? They took Patterson out with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the response from the bench into Sakota, Ratham Mays, and Barthélemy was outstanding. And all of a sudden, you got 28 points on the board, and you think this is going to be a game. So they take him out for the injury, and they didn't really lose much. But coming back in straight away, I thought the effect of Addison Patterson, he got a 2, and then he got a kick out for a 3 for Sakota. He's the real deal. I'm telling you now, he's a real deal. He's probably definitely their best player right now in this game, and hopefully he's going to have a big second half and keep him back in this game, get him back in this game.
Well, one thing for sure, it hasn't got any hotter in here. Still a bit chilly in Santa Fe. We saw Argentina's senior team coach, Sergio Hernandez.
Yeah, I saw you high-fiving him over there.
He's, I'm guessing that we'll see him on the TV screen at some point.
An old chum of yours?
He's iconic in Argentinian basketball.
Right, yeah.
So, here he is, and Patterson immediately being aggressive. Moore's frustrated.
It is
looked
behind.
Like Moore kind of, somebody reached in.
One behind the back dribble from Patterson, and Moore's gone for good. He's got some good dribbling skills.
Patterson's. You don't think he's quite yet the complete package, but
oh, he's close.
Yeah.
I just think that.
Oh, nice look at the beautiful offensive rebound and putback. So the foul was on Moore. Remember, the foul issues right now not good for Canada. And that was an air ball, but the ball fell to Moore. So Roach gets it back. Now Harmon puts up a 3, and the long rebound out. Look at Patterson. First to the ball. He knows the USA is going to be going for those long rebounds as well. Talking about the foul trouble, just so everybody is aware. 3 fouls on Hemmings, 3 fouls on Moncrief for Canada, and nobody has 3 fouls for the USA. McNeely can shoot it. USA are aware of that. They swarm him. Rathan Mays wide open in the corner was Crick. Vernon Carey Jr. drives in, doing something not in his skill set. Now, Patterson. Beautiful pass. McNeely back to Rathan Mays.
Oh, Bediako's wide open too. I don't think Bediako knew he was wide open. Should have gone straight to the hoop.
There's Patterson.
It's a good shot to take. You know, 2 or 3 players turned down shots, but Patterson stepping up and taking his.
And a little shot from Weems.
That was Roach.
Okay.
You know, Roach and Harmon, such the ability to get to the hoop, create shots very close to the hoop for the smallest players on the United States team. Canada got to get something going to the hoop. They can't just rely on jump shots.
Rathan Mays and Bediako there for the
nice
offensive
play.
rebound and putback. So 2 offensive rebounds and putback score. 2 putbacks for Canada.
Nice work from Charles there, just hanging around the bucket, made sure he's active on the offensive boards.
From the left corner, Moore misses. And again, Crick getting on the ground. Scrapping away with the USA.
If you look at this ball, look at this 5 on the floor for the USA, right? I would not call this the most inspired, intense 5 on the floor right now. You got Barnes on the bench, you've got Green on the bench, you've got Stewart, and you've got Mobley. I love as well as intensity. This 5 has come out a bit flat for the USA.
I think it's a good observation. And it could be that we'll see a change shortly.
So they're going to give Moore this jump shot. He's going to give it to him. They're backing right off him.
Now Roach, now Moore, and USA, you're right. I mean, they're a little bit out of sync. They're a little bit.
Well, when you're given a wide open jump shot and you don't take it,
yeah,
you have to shoot the ball. And whether you make or miss, they're giving it to you. You know, you're on the floor, you got to be a threat the whole time. The defense picked up right now. They've excellent defense from the USA. Yeah, Rathan Mays got caught out just picking up his dribble a little too early. Showalter needs to get some. He's got to get this team motivated now. He's got to get them right up for this.
Roach to Carey, who goes up strong, but I think a hand was on that shot. Rathan Mays again picks up the triple. Patterson, long jumper. Carey steps inside the arc and hits it. And the USA now back in front by 12.
Barnes is on the bench too. That's a good call from Showalter.
Coming in, yep. Moore with the hand check on Patterson.
Just wonder whether it's more going to come out too. I wonder if Barnes will go and pick up Patterson straight away. He will indeed.
So Showalter, you can see him in the screen there. He brings Moore out. So Barnes caused all sorts of problems at the end of the first half for the USA. Now Rathan Mays gets in, and nice drive from Rathan Mays.
That was outstanding, wasn't it? I mean, you take some pressure off the Canadian team when one of your guards gets to the hoop like that.
Weems, look at the active hands from McNeely, trying to get the turnover into Barnes. Oh boy.
He's a game changer, Barnes. I mean, he just creates space. They got to catch it, one step and dribble, and all of a sudden he's at the hoop. Jalen Green is set to come in. Slowly they're getting the sure where that foul was. Yeah, looks like it.
Offensive foul. Frustrated look on the face Well, yeah, they called the block.
Never got into never got in position to screen. There's the move from Barnes. How quickly he gets it up into the hoop.
Minot comes into the game for Bediako. 3 fouls, so he joins the 3 foul club. Stewart back in. He was excellent in the first half. Here he is, getting that position down low. Offensive foul called on Stewart. A little bit too much effort from him.
Yeah, just too many steps backwards, wasn't it? Got great position, and then all of a sudden he kept going, and that was enough for the referee to say, that's when I've been that. Well, it's...
Now we got the full court pressure. And right into the hands of Weems, and he lost it going up. But Jalen Green there, and danger time for Canada. Takes the lead up to 14. Patterson. Whoa, nice. Boy, another offensive rebound and put back for Canada, but quickly to Jalen Green. And almost an unsportsmanlike foul. And now, because Don Showalter was asking for the unsportsmanlike foul, he's been given a technical. Look at this. Watch the Canadian put his hand. Yeah, it was McNeely. Didn't play the ball. And it didn't go unnoticed by the USA coach, so he was asking for it and just called a technical.
I wonder in his 5 tournaments how many technicals Don Schulter's got at the World. It can't be that. It's got to be the first, surely.
Yeah, man. And he makes the technical. That'll be it, and there'll be Canadian possession. So 13-point game. Call to arms here for Barnes, from Barnes, but see if Patterson can get his hands on the ball. Rayton Mays, a little bit of hand checking there by Roach, not called. And now Barnes tells everybody to go up. That time he takes a acrobatic shot and doesn't make it, but there for the putback was Weems.
He got bodies on the boards, and you just keep that scoreboard ticking over with offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
USA now up by 15. McNeely drives in.
Sweet
can
move.
Use his offense.
Sweet move. They know he can shoot it. They drive him off the 3-point line, and he finished with style.
Barthelemy going to be checking in for Canada. Roach is good hands by Canada. And now McNeely hands it off to Patterson. Good screen by Mino for a pick.
Yeah, Stewart will say got that one fair and square. There's the move from McNeely. Once he'd beaten the defender in, I don't think Roach was ever going to stop him.
Nobody comes in for Weems. No, he's coming in for Stewart, in fact. Why do you think he makes that substitution?
Just
Stewart, just to calm him down a bit? He's talking
well, he's got 3 fouls.
Okay.
I mean, that might be one of the things, but yeah, you're right. He got a bit irate, didn't he? It's a tough play for McNeely not to go down. The sort of plays they got to make.
Suggs also back, passes over to Green. Green pulls up for the long jumper. Boy, he's just instant offense, isn't he? Add water and mix. Now up to Crick, and Barthelemy's pass led him too much.
He's wide open. You know, they're all looking at each other, say, why are you throwing that pass? But it was on, and turnover. It's all gone a bit flat for Canada, and they need to pick themselves up once again.
So timeout on the floor by Canada. USA on top, 68-53. Let's try to listen in.
Offensively, we're now holding it, right? My ball speed is fine, right? But we got to be unselfish with it. We're getting there, they're helping. We got to make extra plays. We got to share it. they're just loading up too much. You gotta make them spread out and guard other people, right? We get into sets would be great and end in high ball screen. Hey, defensive
Points from USA bench tonight.
1-2-2 on a score. 2-3 after it gets over.
They're 50 points that come from the bench.
So it goes to what I said at the start of the second half. This is not a 5 that you'll perhaps start a game with because they came out flat. The production in this game has not been 8 points out of the 53 have come from your starters. Interesting. Kirby Shep there just saying that they don't want the high ball screen early because it gets them too into that flow of I presume attacking too early. Maybe they want to slow the tempo down and just slow the pace of this game down. Maybe go through the shot clock a bit deeper. Little 1-2-2 press here for Canada. Remember the 2-2-1 wasn't as effective the first half.
Well, Barnes says, I'm just going to go right down the lane. And then Green flies in for the offensive rebound.
You can't. It's very difficult to press this team.
Barthelomew's pass batted away by Weems. And now Suggs. And 2 shots for Suggs.
Be interested to know, Jeff, what contact was made there because I'm not sure. Suggs seemed to travel first.
Yeah, it's
Bartholomew got right out the way, didn't he?
Almost a gift for the USA. That was the hustle from Green on the follow. And the lead ballooning 71-53. 72-53 now, 19 points. The difference.
Is the 1-2-2.
Now Canada might get an opportunity off this. Good hands.
And that's what I mean, Jeff. They are so quick up and down the floor to US. They deflect so many passes that I was surprised they didn't start the game in it.
Patterson gets in and gets rejected this time by Suggs.
Go back to what Coach Shep said early on. Get into. Oh, Jeff, you're involved.
Yeah, I'm just going to spin this on my finger for a second. There you go.
It's always good to be involved in a game. You got 13 on the shot clock now. How patient can they be here? They're going to deny Patterson the ball. They know full well he's so dangerous.
Neely goes down. Good block, good catch. And Canada just can't get the ball off the rim. Great effort again from both teams. And the USA's tenacity around that rim.
Oh, yeah.
Giving away nothing. Green open. Oh, that was quick. Moncrief comes in with 3 fouls. It's a shame we haven't seen more of Hemmings because he was playing well.
Has he
Canada.
come on this second half?
No, he hasn't.
Wow.
But he's got the 3 fouls. It's almost like you say, you know, the coach forgets him. And he certainly got the size and the ability to help them.
You don't forget
in
Hemmings,
a myriad
that's for
of
sure.
ways.
Yeah. Sakota's in here now to give him that 3-point threat on a kick out.
Oh. I'd say that's the one weakness in Moncrief's game. He struggles to catch the ball sometimes, and the USA punish
What a pass.
at the other end.
So here's that press again, the 1-2-1-1. Was so potent against Croatia. You're not
Got to
gonna,
hurry.
They're not gonna,
They got it just in the nick of time. Now it's got to be open, and Moncrief scores this time.
Tough move.
Now quickly the USA, it is back and forth. And Weems hits the jumper. 21-point advantage. And then the steal by Suggs. Sakota. Got to be a little bit quicker pass, doesn't it? And Barnes staying on top of it. And USA got caught up in the net there, I think. Here comes Hemmings. So Hemmings comes in for Patterson. And seeing the replay, and that was Barnes, I think, that held onto the rim, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Same little press. The other thing, Jeff, look, another deflection. It's such a big press, too. Long arms, long levers out there. And they do have a half-court press, but I think they'll just go back man-to-man here. No, they're going to 1-2-2 press here. As soon as he dribbles over, they might get a double team.
Something should be open underneath. Bartholomew, Sakota, and that's going to be a tough pass. Did he expect him to stay out?
Yeah. Well, Bartholomew hit Sakota, and you got to shoot the shot. They're in the zone. You've either got to shoot it, but as soon as you penetrate, get a little out of control, that's when problems happen.
Jump shot is good from Suggs. USA turning on the style a little bit here, up 23 points. Now Moncrief open floor to Sakota. Bounce pass to Crick and rejected by Mobley.
You know, if you shoveled it, wouldn't you just press the whole game, come to the semifinals? Maybe that. I mean, they're up 20 anyway, but.
And traveling the call.
Goodness me, we've seen more block shots this second half.
This last few minutes from the USA. Impressive how they're protecting the rim. Good hands from Bartholomew. Mobley just turns. He got low. Turned and scored. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the quarter. And Bartholomew's pass to Crick out of bounds. And Canada starting to unravel.
Yeah, that was Sakota's mistake there, Jeff. 2 passes he's overthrown. A lot of pressure right now being exerted by the USA.
Suggs pulls up for 3. It just kind of adds insult, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They've done it a couple of times tonight. And that is a deflating sequence for Canada.
You look at the body language, the 5 coming off the floor right now. Big turnover followed by that 3.
83-55, USA in command against Canada after 3.
Llega el sábado, fin de semana, nos ponemos más románticos, más cariñosos, tenemos más tiempo. Mira, mira.
As the stats there, Jeff, Canada 37% inside and 50 outside. And USA, at the first quarter, remember, they were 43% inside the arc. Now they're up to 50, mid-50s. So they've turned it on, and 83 points after 3 quarters. They're right on track for another 100-point performance. They take the 28 points that Canada had at the end of the first quarter. In the next 20 minutes, they've added 27. So they've really struggled to find that consistency through the game. Great start, and what a great first half it was indeed. It was really third
Canada
period.
had their chance right at the start when, as you said, the USA started a little bit flat.
Yeah. What was the third period score?
They ended up outscoring
28 to something, was it?
29 to 13.
29-13, yeah. So they didn't get in some sets, maybe 15, 16 seconds off every shot, every offense now, and make sure they get some good shots.
Bartholomew takes a very difficult shot. Suggs just goes coast to coast, and he will get to the line as well.
And you get punished, what, in 3 seconds? Bartholomew's shot, not the best one in the world, but in 3 seconds down the other end, you've got an and one. And that's what I mean about talking about playing tempo, maybe going through the shot clock a bit deeper. It's not going to be easy because they need to find some openings. And at 30 points down, it's the pressure's on every shot you take. There's that press. It's three-quarter press this time, Jeff. Just changed it up a bit, not full court.
We've got to hurry. Get it over at Moncrief. And Moncrief has it taken away by Green. He's going in for the dunk. And he is also fouled. What quickness. He just can't stay off the highlight reel. Now Coro checking into the game. Haven't seen him much. Barnes goes out. 33-point lead.
Jeff, there's a body language about the Canadians right now. You know, that would have been a perfect opportunity to huddle up, talk to each other.
Say, we're not going to take this.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Make a statement or keep making a statement. Suggs throws one right up in the air. Got to try and limit the mistakes right now.
Another turnover and another opportunity for the USA to get to the line.
What's the turnovers for Canada, Jeff? This press has been inspirational. Yeah, well, a great word for it.
They now have 26 turnovers.
So
Canada.
At the halftime, would you remember what they had? 12.
Yeah.
So you have 14 turnovers in 11 minutes. All due to the full court press, now the three-quarter court press.
And 37 points off those turnovers.
Get up on us, right? We'll see. Right? We just need two back. Josh can throw it in. Okay? Luca, Key, whatever, let's start back here. Right? Now I've got Keon and I've got Ben. Yes? Get the ball inbound. Josh comes middle. Same pressure rate we ran yesterday. Get it up the floor. Sideline there. Sideline middle. You don't have it. 1, 2 circles. Give it back and go sideline middle. Yes. Look. We're gonna bump you enough. Let's call it in. Be tough and go right through them. Understand? Crisp, hard passes. It'll fall apart if we just complete passes.
You know, at the beginning of the game, we knew this was a tall order for Canada, but they came out and they played so well. But also at the beginning of the game, we thought they would have to play near perfect for 40 minutes, and they played. You know, you can have no complaints really for the first 20 minutes from Canada, as far as I'm concerned. The way they approached everything.
I wouldn't say 20. I mean, because I think that 10-point lead started about 3 or 4 minutes to go, wasn't it, in the half? So they put 16 minutes together, toe to toe.
But that's still
they slugged it out.
But that spirit was still there.
Oh yeah.
But the spirit has kind of evaporated.
Well, you're looking for leaders, aren't you? Addison Patterson, your true leader of this team. And now you're looking for other guys. Now they've left Sakota all on his own. They've got to be careful here.
Bartholomew gets it, pulls up and hits the shot. You should almost get a layup though. With that kind of press.
Yeah, exactly right. Once they broke it, they got 4 against 3. I think 4 against 2 at the back.
Suggs didn't really show us much last night offensively because he didn't have to. Now the offensive rebound and put back.
And nobody boxed out either.
got to hurry. They don't have much time, and they did get it over just in time. And then the swat from Mobley.
And again, that's what a press does, doesn't it? Once you break the press, there's this almost this instinct to score because you're going 3 against 2. Just drag it out. Just run some clock. Easier said than done, I'm sure. Bediako's back in for Canada. How about Jalen Suggs, Jeff? I think he's probably the best guard they've got.
Well,
except for layups.
He's missed a couple of shots here. Quick pass and finish from Sakota.
Nice job, Sakota. Nice pass too from Raythan Mays.
It's a tough call, really.
I'm talking about point guards.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you qualify it. I mean, because all those guys are so good. I mean, Harmon starts.
Harmon and Roach start, right?
Yeah.
1-2.
And Roach is tough, but he did start flat.
I just like in
that third quarter.
Suggs is a bit bigger. He's about 6'4". I just like the way he moves. He's got good body movement. Great hustle. Wow, look at that.
Is that not a foul from Okoro? Here's Okoro. And gets it and puts it up and in. He says, I've been sitting a while. I want to get out here and...
How many minutes he hasn't been on, has he?
No.
Wow. The forgotten man. Forget me no longer.
I'd like to see,
Here I am.
Replay of that diving for that ball. That was a lot of contact there. Oh, nice tenacity. Raythan Mays. Hemmings. Weems knocks it away from him to Raythan Mays. And he hands it off to Bediako.
Another 2 for Charles. He's getting involved a lot more than yesterday.
High pick. Harmon with a little runner.
Tough shot. Tough shot. I think he's weaker-handed. I think he's left-handed.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Thought he actually started okay tonight, Harmon, offensively.
Oh, yeah. He's a super quick guard.
Well, that's it. They didn't get it over. The quickness of the USA at every single position on the court right now.
Absolutely.
Just makes it, you know, an unenviable task of trying to break that press. Roach back in the game. Harmon. And Sakota bats the ball, but no rebound. Goes to the USA. Moore for 3. That was out of bounds. That'll be Canada ball.
They've been giving Wendell Moore an open jump shot all night. I think right from the word go, they've been backing off him, letting him shoot the ball.
Well, Sakota did well to get out of that. Hemmings gets it back, puts it up. Bediako gets it. He puts it up
Nice
and in.
2.
Was that Bediako or was that?
That was Big Charles,
Just saw Ambrose Hilton running past. And boy,
what a move.
Jr. Oh, he follows it up and dunks it. He had people draped all over him. And Showalter is saying he was fouled well before the offensive rebound and putback. And Sakota hands it off. And we're, you know, we're actually Canada's doing okay. Both Raythan Mays and Sakota. I mean, they're taking some contact and staying with the play because look at this.
Look at that. That's incredible. That's impressive. Jeff,
Yeah, he was fouled well before by Bediako. Showalter was right.
Who's the leading scorer for the U.S., Jeff, on your stats? Not that your stats have been different from anybody else's, of course. But
no, because I'm keeping it point by point.
Bediako now has double figures, I think. Jalen Green.
You're talking about for U.S.
Jalen
25.
Green, 25. Now, that's a quiet 25. He had a big 27. He had a loud 27 last night. Tonight's a quiet one.
He definitely
and he played 2 minutes the first quarter for 6 points.
That's right.
The forgotten man. All of a sudden he said, you know, it's not going to forget me tomorrow.
He'd like to get back out there. He wants to go plus 30. There's Harmon.
Nice move.
Good strong move. He heard you. He heard you, Mick.
He was, what were they down? 5 at the end of the first quarter.
Wow. I mean, talk about strength. That's what he's saying, because
see the guns.
He was fouled.
They were down,
Mays was all
down
over.
5 at the end of the first period. Yeah,
it was
a complete turnaround.
Yeah, it was 28 to 21, 7 they were down.
7, and they're up by 37 now. 44-point turnaround in 25 minutes.
And Canada just struggling, and alley-oop pass ends up in the hands of McNeely. Right to Mays, catches it and scores. Vernon Carey, well, he certainly can shoot the jumper, can he? I mean, we've seen it a couple of times tonight. Ambrose Hilton saves it and bounds to Moore. Harmon catches it. USA just putting on a clinic with their press.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, it's you know, you're watching, you're like, how do you beat this?
Yeah, and it's, you're right, Jeff. There is set formats for beating presses. You know, get the ball to the middle, work the sidelines, but ball reversal's key. But you got to make big passes against a long team. It's tough.
And then you end up playing their game.
Exactly right. Rushed and not taking the best of shots.
Barnes turns and scores. And another timeout by Canada. I mean, the approach was right by Canada tonight. I mean, they came out. And you just get to the point where the USA strength ultimately is going to take over the game.
Down, right? There's set up I got cash
What is it about this style of game? If you look at the bench points, 68 of USA's 108 points from the bench. You know, you go back to the college teams like 40 minutes of hell, Nolan Richardson of Arkansas. You know, Patino brought in his full court press when Jamal Mashburn was
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
and then you stay in the trail.
You know, I mean, you have to be ready.
You stay middle.
You don't see much of either, do you? You don't see much of these full court press 40-minute games.
USA
anymore.
You saw that stat, 43 points from the USA have come off of those Canada turnovers.
Yeah.
And it just takes over games. And I mean, what is the most important thing? You have to have the good guards. You have to have the quickness.
Yeah, you got to have, you know, you beat zones, and essentially a full court zone press is exactly the same by penetration. You penetrate with passing, you penetrate with dribbling. You got to get everything to go. But how many times have you seen the USA junior teams play, 17s and 19s? Quite a few years, right? This is probably the first time I've ever seen them in a full court zone press, and they've been so impressive. But then you go back to the drawing board. Okay, how are we going to beat a team like this again that plays this style of play? And it's a joy to watch, because I like the strategy behind the full court press, the defense. They're going to beat most teams anyway, no matter what defense they play. But to get in and play this style is great, because it makes you better as a player, of course.
McNeely for three. Suggs alley-oop and dunk by Carey.
Jeff Suggs was looking one way.
I was thinking,
and didn't find the pass was none. He went the other way by chance and found Barnes, and then Barnes threw it to Carey. That was just pretty impressive.
Hemmings rejected. Is that Okoro who got the rejection? Look at this dunk. Seen that a couple times tonight. Boy, Suggs just took that ball right away. Suggs is out of bounds when he called it, so it'll be Canada ball again. 2:52 remaining.
Jeff, what a lot of teams do in Europe, especially against pressure on the inbounds, they can make the big guy catch it, don't they? Because they figure that the big guy defense is not going to be so much in denial. Right now, Canada having a hard time getting it inbounds. Nobody can get open.
Right to Mace for three. Now Barnes. Oh, we haven't seen this yet. Carey Jr. for three. Does Carey Jr. need to be able to make that shot to be a success?
Yep. Yep.
I mean, at the highest level?
Yep. Yep. You know, maybe not that that far out, but yeah, 18 to 25 feet if he wants to get to. You know, I think that's a lot of these kids who want to get to the pro level, whether it's in Europe, whether it's around the world, whether it's in the NBA. You've got to have a lot of armory. You've got to have different things going on in your game, and one of them is the outside game. McNeely, nice play.
Oh, what a play from McNeely. He's got some offense.
Yeah, he does. And, you know, that ability to shoot the three is McNeely's, no problem. And that ability to take people to the hoop is also a great skill of his.
Barnes switched hands. There's Stewart with the offensive rebound and putback. I'd say if you're a college coach and you could have any of these players from both teams, really, but I mean, talking about the USA right now.
Yep.
You'd take him, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Stewart, open floor, Suggs. Suggs from deep. Oh, coming from the right. Alley-oop, jam, putback.
It's a Okoro,
in fact, a
too.
putback jam. Excuse me, not an alley-oop. Yeah, it's Okoro. I mean, you're talking about a player and now taking a charge. And look at the hustling. The hustle from Barnes to go pick up his teammate. Watch this. You talk about a guy that only came into the game in the second half.
Look at the ball movement. Incredible, isn't it? And it ends up with a highlight, 2 off a missed shot.
Wow, Stewart showing a nice jump shot. I'll tell you, Jaylen Brown, Barnes, Suggs clearly in this game. Well, even yesterday. And that was a foul on Stewart.
You got two guys on the
that three have been.
You got two guys
amazing.
on the floor there, Jeff, are like unsung heroes. Isaiah Stewart and Evan Mobley.
Right.
All right, because they're playing second fiddle to Vern Carey Jr. But I think they're outstanding, these two. You remember these names because they're going to be big names in the future. Isaiah Stewart has got he's got the NBA body right now, and Evan Mobley, his length and his stretch and the ability to do what he does, he can put the ball on the floor and be a good four-stroke. I wouldn't say 5, but definitely a 4 in the NBA.
Well, Mobley that time going in for the dunk, denied, but there was Accordo cleaning up the mess. .48 points is the lead. We didn't see this coming, did we? At
no.
halftime.
No.
And nice handoff to Minot. Look at Stewart handle the ball. Bounce pass. Barnes for an exclamation mark.
Unreal. That was just out of this world. The Statue of Liberty, wasn't it?
And don't forget it was Stewart that was dribbling up the floor that made the bounce pass.
But all credit to Canada, Jeff. You know, they especially the first half, what a game they made of it. Well, Suggs is not going to let them dribble out either. There's definitely a little bit of attitude in this game.
Yes, it Suggs called for that foul. So .15 points for Patterson will end up leading the way for Canada. Barnes has 18, 25 for Green. That'll probably be the game high. Suggs pushing off even late in the game. Suggs dribbling it out. Great win for the USA. Great effort from Canada. It just wasn't enough. They fall badly. They fade badly in the second half. USA just pulled away, 120-71. USA get back to the final once again. They played at every final at the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup.
Yeah, what a performance. What a performance. But, you know, hats off to the Canadian team. Really, that first quarter, you know, halfway through the second quarter, they stood toe-to-toe with these guys. This is the dunk of the tournament for me. The fact that the Isaiah Stewart got the assist with the bounce pass. Big man leading the break.
Stewart look at him. They're enjoying the moment, aren't they? They're loving being in Argentina. They are in the final, and nobody will bet against them. Nobody. I think there might be some interesting moments tomorrow, but you're going to have to play perfect basketball, aren't you?
Yeah. You know, we talked about it before the game. Canada had to put the perfect game together. They put almost a perfect half together.
This is a USA team that's having fun. They weren't having a lot of fun in the first quarter, but you can see that they're having a lot of fun. They're in the final. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to know what the numbers are for the last 30 minutes of that game, because the first 10 minutes, they were shooting 43%. So they've come back and really responded. 25 offensive rebounds for the game. Is going to win you games. And Canada, Jeff, 32 turnovers. That really was. At 12 at halftime, they had 20 for the second half. That's a tough one to swallow, really.
How do they regroup now? They've got to come back and play in the third place game against Puerto Rico.
You know, that's going to be a difficult game, because, you know, I love the way Puerto Rico play, and they are dominant at the guard position.
And they have gotten better as the tournament has gone on.
Yeah. And they will look at the way Canada reacted to this press against the United States. You guarantee they're going to press tomorrow as well. But Jalen Green, 25 tonight, 27 last night. And I don't know how many minutes Jalen Green played. Probably 17 minutes. My goodness me.
He's just an out-and-out scorer.
Yeah.
But he plays D. I mean, the one thing I'll say about all these USA guys is they play defense.
Yeah, they exactly right. It's one of those teams that just gives everything every minute of the game. This is the first game they've been really tested, and they win by 50, 49. That doesn't make sense, does it? But they were tested.
How do you, if you're Canada, you just have to get this out of your system? I mean, you know, they're going to look back on this game, the coach and the players. How do the players digest this?
Yeah, Jeff, yeah, you're exactly right. They would have come out of this game thinking, you know, we gave it the best shot in the first half. Look how bouncy we were going into halftime. Maybe they're 12 down, and they're thinking, oh, we should be a little better than this, maybe single digits at least. And they've come out in the second half just being blown off the floor, blown away.
I suppose really with the press, they're going to have to look back and think, how do we beat the press? How do we contend? How do we cope? How do we try to survive?
Which goes back to Coach Showalter would have known it, had in his mind exactly when he was going to apply the press. And we spoke about it at halftime. When's he going to put the press on? And he said, is he going to apply the press now? And maybe when he gets to 20 points, you put the press on and get to 30 quickly, and then just the game's over. And I think that's exactly what happened, didn't it? We got to 15, 16, the press went on, and all of a sudden, it was one-way traffic. But my question is, well, if you're that potent, why did you not begin the game with it? Why did you not go into that Kentucky mode of the Patino back in the day, where you press for 40 minutes a game? You got the players who are going to run for you. You've got enough depth in that team to spread it through the team. But anyway,
I think if you're Canada, if you're a player, you look back at that first half and you're like, oh, we could play with them there. So where did we start to lose it?
Yeah.
And this is where we have to get better. We have to get better.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, they will get better. I was surprised by how well Canada played in that first half. So I think you have to stress the positives, but you also have to be realistic and know.
So if you were to
we're going to beat these guys, we have to be able to cope with the physicality, the quickness. Look at that, the individuals.
So for you, Jeff, if you're looking at the best team in the United States, who would you take out Canada and put in that U.S. team? Who could make that USA team?
Patterson, maybe?
Patterson, maybe, yeah. I agree with that.
Well, thanks for watching, folks. It's going to be the USA in the final tomorrow against France. It'll be Canada against Puerto Rico in the battle for third place.